Have you ever noticed that no matter how much you eat or how active you try to be, your muscles just don't feel as strong as they used to? Maybe your arms feel softer, your legs get tired faster, or that jar of peanut butter feels heavier than it did a few years ago. You're not imagining it. After the age of 60, something called sarcopenia begins to quietly steal away your muscle mass, your strength, and sometimes, your independence. But what if I told you that just one spoonful of a natural, safe ingredient, taken at the right time, could help rebuild your muscles, even as you age? Stick with me today, because I'm going to reveal exactly what that spoonful is, why it works, and what common foods might be sabotaging your strength without you even knowing. Let's start with a simple truth. After 60, your body naturally produces less of the hormones and proteins needed to keep muscle strong. In fact, studies show that most people over 60 lose 3 to 8% of their muscle mass every decade, unless they actively fight back. But the solution doesn't have to be hard. It starts with giving your body the right building blocks at the right time. And one of the most powerful windows is right before bed. That's when your body shifts into repair mode. So, what's the secret spoonful? Collagen plus tryptophan plus healthy fats equals the nighttime muscle rebuilder. Let me explain. Many people think protein is only important after a workout. But the real magic for seniors happens at night, when your muscles are quietly repairing themselves. Research from the Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that taking slow-digesting protein before sleep actually stimulates overnight muscle growth, especially in older adults. That's why one of the best nighttime remedies is white heavy checkmark 1 spoon of collagen protein. White heavy checkmark mixed with a spoon of almond butter. White heavy checkmark or stirred into warm unsweetened almond milk. You're not just feeding your muscles, you're giving your body the amino acids it desperately needs, like glycine and tryptophan, which also help improve sleep and reduce inflammation. Now, you may be wondering, can it really be that simple? Yes. But there's one more thing we need to talk about. Some everyday foods that seem harmless, or even healthy, might actually be damaging your muscles and making sarcopenia worse. And in part 2, I'll show you 3 foods to avoid after 60 if you want to stay strong, steady, and independent. Because your muscles aren't gone forever. They just need the right support. Backhand index pointing right say, continue, when you're ready for part 2 of the full script. Alright, welcome back. Now that you know about the nighttime spoonful that helps rebuild muscle while you sleep, let's talk about the 3 silent muscle saboteurs hiding in many kitchens. These foods might seem innocent, or even advertised as heart-healthy or low-fat. But after 60, they can actually make it harder for your body to preserve muscle. Let's break them down, simply and clearly. White bread, regular pasta, breakfast cereals, especially the low-fat kind. These foods spike your blood sugar and flood your body with insulin, which can lead to fat gain and muscle breakdown over time. According to research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, diets high in refined carbs are linked to greater muscle loss in older adults, especially in the legs. What to eat instead? White heavy checkmark switch to steel-cut oats, sprouted grain breads, or even quinoa. These give you energy without the crash, and they help fuel your muscles, not rob them. Deli meats, sausages, bacon. They may be packed with protein, but they also come loaded with sodium, preservatives, and inflammation-triggering compounds. Over time, chronic inflammation breaks down both joints and muscle tissue, making you weaker and stiffer. In one study from Harvard, higher processed meat intake was linked to higher risk of frailty in aging adults. What to eat instead? White heavy checkmark choose lean, whole proteins like wild-caught fish, organic chicken, or plant-based options like lentils and chia seeds. And don't forget, collagen-rich bone broth is excellent before bed, especially for joints and connective tissue. Here's one most people don't expect. Many seniors turn to sugar-free options thinking they're making a healthier choice. But studies have shown that artificial sweeteners like aspartame or sucralose can actually interfere with muscle metabolism, disrupt your gut microbiome, and lead to insulin resistance. A study published in Frontiers in Physiology found that artificial sweeteners may increase oxidative stress and muscle fatigue in aging adults. What to drink instead? White heavy checkmark. Try infused water with lemon, cucumber, or mint. White heavy checkmark. Herbal teas like rooibos, turmeric, or chamomile are also excellent nighttime choices, and some even help calm inflammation and improve sleep. So remember, the muscle you lose after 60 doesn't have to be permanent. By feeding your body at the right time, avoiding hidden saboteurs, and staying gently active, you can not only slow down aging, but even reverse some of its effects. And in the next part, I'll show you a simple 3-minute bedtime routine. No equipment, no gym, that can supercharge your nighttime muscle repair and improve balance, mobility, and energy when you wake up. Welcome back. Now that you've learned about the power of 1 spoonful before bed, and the hidden foods that may be quietly breaking down your strength, let's talk about something just as important. Movement. But not just any movement. I'm talking about a gentle 3-minute bedtime routine designed specifically for adults over 60 to stimulate overnight muscle repair, improve circulation, and help you wake up feeling stronger and more energized. And the best part? You don't need equipment. You don't need to get on the floor. And you certainly don't need a gym. Let's walk through it together. Stand near a wall or sturdy chair for support. Slowly raise your heels off the floor, coming onto your toes, then lower back down. Do this for 30 seconds. White heavy checkmark. This simple move activates your calves and ankles, improving blood flow to your lower legs, an area that often gets stiff overnight. It also helps pump blood back toward your heart, reducing swelling and leg cramps. Sit tall in a chair. Extend your arms out to your sides and make small, controlled circles for 15 seconds in one direction. Then reverse. White heavy checkmark. This gently engages your shoulders and upper arms, improving joint lubrication and posture, which often deteriorates with muscle loss. While standing near a wall or chair, begin marching in place. Lift each knee as high as is comfortable, swinging your arms gently. White heavy checkmark. This stimulates your core, hips, and balance muscles, which are crucial for staying steady and independent. It also helps settle your nervous system, preparing you for deeper sleep. Now finish with a calming stretch. Stand tall. Slowly bend forward, letting your arms hang down. Keep your knees soft. Take 5 deep, slow breaths here, then slowly roll back up. White heavy checkmark. This movement relaxes your back and hamstrings, releases tension, and signals your body that it's time to rest and heal. That's it. 3 minutes. No sweat, no strain, just a gentle way to tell your body, I'm ready to heal. I'm ready to rebuild. And I'm ready to rest. Pair this simple movement with your nighttime spoonful of collagen and healthy fat, and you'll be giving your muscles everything they need, naturally. In the final part, we'll put it all together and cover the top 5 mistakes that block muscle repair after 60, so you can avoid them and make your nightly efforts count. You've done your evening routine. You've had your spoonful of collagen and healthy fats. You're ready for healing, strength, and better sleep. But what if I told you that even with the best intentions, many seniors unknowingly sabotage their muscle repair efforts? Let's fix that, right now. These are the top 5 mistakes that stop muscle repair after 60. They're simple, but incredibly important. Let's go through them together so you can wake up stronger, not stiffer. Many older adults eat dinner early, and then fast for 12 to 14 hours overnight. That's too long for aging muscles to go without fuel. Fix it. White heavy checkmark. A spoon of collagen protein, plain Greek yogurt, or even chia pudding before bed can provide the amino acids needed for overnight repair. You might be winding down with TV, reading, or your phone, which is perfectly fine. But sitting too long without gentle movement can slow circulation, causing stiffness and reduced muscle oxygenation. Fix it. White heavy checkmark. Do the 3-minute bedtime routine we covered earlier. It helps prime your body for healing. Magnesium helps regulate muscle function, sleep quality, and inflammation. But over 60% of adults over 55 are deficient without knowing it. Fix it. White heavy checkmark. Eat magnesium-rich foods like pumpkin seeds, leafy greens, or a banana with almond butter. White heavy checkmark, or ask your doctor about a gentle magnesium glycinate supplement before bed. Your body does the bulk of muscle repair during deep sleep, especially in the first half of the night. But if you wake up often, snore, or feel groggy in the morning, you may not be reaching that deep stage consistently. Fix it. White heavy checkmark, turn off screens 1 hour before bed. White heavy checkmark, keep your room cool, quiet, and dark. White heavy checkmark, use natural supports like collagen, chamomile tea, or tart cherry juice. This may be the most harmful mistake of all. Many people believe that once they lose muscle after 60, they can't get it back. That's just not true. A study in the Journals of Gerontology showed that even people in their 80s can gain muscle with small, consistent changes in nutrition and movement. It's never too late. And you don't have to do it alone. Studio microphone, narrator. Now you know the truth. White heavy checkmark, 1 spoonful of the right fuel before bed. White heavy checkmark, a few minutes of movement to get blood flowing. White heavy checkmark, avoiding common habits that block recovery. Together, these steps create a foundation for strength, mobility, and peace of mind as you age. You don't have to accept weakness as your future. You can rebuild. You can restore. And it starts tonight.